Hello, welcome to day 4 of the Road to 1200. I'm thinking of calling it something else, coming up with a better name, like the Chess Scourge, or something epic, but I haven't thought of it yet. So, today we're actually just going to go over a replay. I already played a lot today, and just one win that I got, executing fairly well on an idea I was studying yesterday, and real quick, this is a really neat game. It's called the Evergreen game. Sometimes a chess game is so good that it becomes famous and a lot of people know about it, I guess. So, this was a game in the 1800s between Anderson and a gentleman named Dufresne, where White plays the Evans Gambit, which is essentially um, it's not exactly what we do here, but the idea is really that e4, and we're getting this pawn, or e4, and we're getting this bishop to c4. And it's going to cause so much havoc on this diagonal as they try and develop and get their pieces in play, and they want to castle and protect the king. We're going to sacrifice, we're going to gambit, and we're just going to overload the pressure on like these 9-ish squares, this area right here, to the eventual checkmate. There's a chess.com tutorial you can look at, a lesson that I was looking at yesterday and I'm still looking at. But let's take a look at this game where we play our friend from Egypt, Ande la Sir, where we play our e4, which I've been having a great time with lately. And instead of going for the knight here, we're going to just go right into that bishop. I'm inviting this pawn to push up. This is perfectly fine. Ooh, actually, we actually don't want this pawn to push up. I take that back. We want to push ours up. We're saying, hey, take this and let us just keep developing. So he takes. Knight comes out. This is all dandy. This is going to protect a pawn push up to e5 eventually. And here comes the bishop. So we like this move. This is what we want them to play. I don't even know what I do in that case. It might just be like we might just castle early. But this is where we start to get cooking. We'll poke the bishop out, and you'll see that idea of something like this. And once I saw that, I was like, oh, that makes perfect sense. Why push a pawn up when you can invite the trade, remove a piece from the center of their board, and develop a piece of your own, which is protecting your pawn and your bishop. This was a much better move, and one that I will play next time. But we kick here. It gets a little funky, and he's just pretty much removing. The bishop is removed from the game for now. This pawn's not going anywhere. This knight really isn't going anywhere either because of how we've played it out. And again, this is kind of the deadly move that... Okay. We have to talk about this. Because, of course, there's this move which prevents the pawn from coming up, but it doesn't do a whole lot for what we're trying to accomplish. So the move they like here is push the pawn up. Take more space in the center. If we can get their queen to jump in, that is amazing, because we castle, we eventually get here, we keep pushing, and it's just pinned and nasty. But we do castle, which is a mistake. It's like one move loss. And this is really the move that just seals the deal. This is pretty much the game, because where he's almost ready to equalize, we are beginning to apply a lot of pressure. This game's going to be done in like 3 moves. We're bouncing the knight out. And it doesn't bounce to, nearly a good enough place to where we say, it's an okay move, but you're not going to be castling today. Sorry about it. Now, for our game, this is fine in what we're trying to accomplish. But also, we're trying to invite the opponent to make mistakes. And so, when you have an opportunity to just fork like this, who cares if they castle? Because we have a bishop, and the bishop is so out of the game, we probably just take the knight here and just continue the march. So we probably just come out here, he castles, knight's mine, rook is out, and then we march to glory. But as you see, he has taken a knight out. This knight isn't going to be nearly enough, and our opponent, unfortunately, they only really had one move, which is right here. I suppose this also could have been a move to protect, but we take, and it's just so lost from here already. So that is the game. That is the idea and what I've been playing today. To decent success, 60% win rate opening here. So we'll keep playing it, we'll keep getting better at it, and we'll keep trying to work this left side where we take these pieces out of the game and then just attack with everything. So that's the video today. Thanks for watching. Again, shout out to the Evergreen game. We love gambits. We love forks, pushing, skewers. Love it all. So I'll see you tomorrow.